but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's the first drive down for the 49ers. Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their second-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down now, it's Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Off the play fake. Jones looking downfield for Godwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Gronkowski. So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 7 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal.
The field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones got a man. It's Tanyan complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Delay of game, offense.
Everybody's down in control. Let's just make plays, man.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one brought in by Jefferson. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And this is
Brady now to throw.
down.
Screen pass to Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
Bills first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills 3, 49ers nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Here's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there, but he ends up dumping it off, and it ends up as a negative yardage play.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
49ers nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 28-yard.
The Niners set to take over on offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
From the gun, Jones. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was taken down by Mark Barron. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
throwing, Jones.
Bills 49.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On the carry. Danico Autry on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
1st and 10.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Then he finds Gronk. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Complete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Brady now on first down.
He'll drop this down to Peterson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coverage defensively by
Now Brady again. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
4th and short, and in this part of the field, you just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team, saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
Here's Jones throwing on first down, and that one will fall incomplete.
intended for Golden Tate.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jones now to throw on third down. A dump off to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
10, still 6.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
At their own 28-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. 31-10 was the final score. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. 22-17 was the final. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 30-24 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. A throw caught by Kumaro. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third.
Now the second active leading rusher in the NFL, it's Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brady's pass.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now here's Michael Dixon on, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27.
From the gun, Jones.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Daniel Jones.
So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, There's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now Jones on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Off play action. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Going right side here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 34-yard.
Now a carry for Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. 49ers. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Back now here in Santa Clara. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They start on the ground with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ezekiel Elliott.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now the second down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Brady's pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5. At the 7.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Jones on 1st and 10. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones got his man there, complete to Gallup.
That's good.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 34-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Jones on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This a 33-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Ties the game 13-all.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bills ready to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brady's pass. Incomplete on the throw.
This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Buffalo.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Jones on 1st and 10. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you drive that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. On third down, Elliott. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
55-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
Now Brady. Complete. Jefferson to target. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Brady. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsay. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This from long, very long range. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This from long, very long range. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
First throw of overtime for Brady. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards. As they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Brady's pass intended for Justin Jefferson.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
16. 49ers 13.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup.
Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jones looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Jones pass.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tyson Alualu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I'd love to see games finish that way.
So for Buffalo, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.